You're all looking lovely and sparkly and shiny. If I knew that being involved in G4G meant that I would have to come up the stage and be the first one to talk, I probably would have changed my mind. But I'm doing it afraid. As you heard, I'm a finance person, so I've learned a lot in G4G, sharing my story. That one, Allen has struggled with me. I'm still struggling to share my story because I usually do numbers. But yeah, I'll try. We are here, so I'll try. But yeah, you're welcome to our 5th anniversary dinner. Actually, it's our 6th, but we started planning very early in the year, so we are saying 5 years, but the year has gone. It's already 6, because we started in December 2018. Yeah, thank you for honoring our invitation. It's a privilege to have each one of you here, and we are very, very grateful and overwhelmed by your support, even by the turn-up, by everything. Thank you for accepting our invitation. So I'll just talk a little bit about the G4G community, because I'm here to thank actually and to do introductions and just to tell you more about G4G Kenya. So it's a volunteer-led organization powered by the heart and generosity of women like all of you who are here. Our organization thrives because of unwavering dedication of our members who repeatedly show up for the cause. Everybody's a volunteer, but every time we call upon the ladies, there's always someone putting up their hand to support us. Ladies are always willing to contribute whenever called upon, and we are really, really humbled by this, and that's what has brought us to this 5-year journey. G4G is also more than a global community of support and growth and mentorship. We are present in 26 countries, and we are connected by fireside chats, mental health talks, community events, and different clubs, including book clubs, writing clubs, environmental clubs. So there are no boundaries within G4G. Once you join G4G in any country, you are exposed to all the 26 countries, and you're able to participate in any activity around. So it's really a very vibrant community. The ladies have been talking about our stories, so I'll say something small about my story. In G4G, we tell stories, and that's how we all learn from each other, from our stories and our experiences. So in 2016, I was the CEO of an asset management fund, a demanding role that I held for 6 years. Balancing my work and family life with 3 young children in tow was very overwhelming for me. And the fund management industry, if you know, is predominantly male-dominated. So I didn't really have a village and mentors to support me. And the stress took a toll on me, on my health, and I spent most of that year in and out of hospitals, like literally, because of stress. So during my recovery period, I joined an organization called Female Future Alumni, where I began a journey of rediscovering myself. And the very first session, the question they asked us is, who am I? And we start to think about who actually you are. So I started to think about who am I? And because I'd been running around doing so much, I really didn't know who I was. But that helped me to think through, and it ignited my passion for mentoring and creating spaces for women to thrive in. It was at that point that Allen arrived back from Harvard, and she had this G4G thing that she was doing. Allen is one of our G4G global founders, and she's here in the room. You'll be hearing from her. There she is. Yeah, so it resonated with me, and I attended the very first G4G cohort global. Allen was telling all her friends, guys, come for G4G, come and mentor. And the very first cohort was at Mary Patrick School in Uganda, and I attended one of the sessions where I think it was communication or negotiation, one of them. And I knew I'd found my purpose from that time. So I moved back in Nairobi in 2018. My family has lived here since 2001, actually. My children are Kenyan, by the way. They're born here. So I was determined to bring G4G to Kenya because the first cohort was in Uganda, and now people in different countries were expanding. So now I had no job, I was not employed, so I was like, why don't I do this G4G thing? And I had been telling the girls, do it afraid, raise your hand, and we have mantras like find your village. So I decided to apply those principles to myself, doing it afraid. I didn't have a village because I didn't grow up in Kenya. I don't have a school alumni, so I was wondering how I was going to do it. But then I found some incredible women. I met Angie Wainaina through her daughter, Nyakio, who's here. Nyakio and my daughter are very good friends. So that's how I met Angie. And then I met people like Betty Omoro in the club I go to, Betty Chironde in the Ugandan community. And those are you'll be seeing them coming up. They're some of the directors that we started G4G with. And so we started G4G. Our first cohort was at Salama Gashie, and I think you've seen some of the girls over there. Let's stand up and wave. We have the girls from Salama Gashie. We met at Village Market, and then we met, and that's how we started Salama Gashie cohort. So I thank all those pioneer mentors at Salama Gashie who not only gave the project a chance, but also gave their time and contributed financially. So I would like to thank all the people who have supported this journey. On a personal capacity, my family, my husband David Mulira, who's here. I never lacked money, that's where the funds were coming from. And my whole family, at some point, my daughter was doing the graphic designing for G4G, of course at a fee, not for free. And my two boys are always at home. We have virtual office, but we have physical sessions. So sometimes you have to sort the sizes of the t-shirts for the graduations. You have to count the mentees' books and whatever. My boys are always there. When I'm not there, I'm like, count 20 books for this cohort is graduating. So everybody at home has been involved. G4G is part of our lives in our home. And I also thank all my family and friends who are here. There was a big Ugandan group there. I have my sister, my in-laws, they're all here. Like I said, I always believe that we cannot exclude the men out of this whole movement of women, and I'm so happy that we have men in the room. Shout out to the men in the room. Yeah, to formalize the legal process for girls. So we were given pro bono services by Charles Wamai. He was not able to come, but Wamai and Allen company advocates did everything for G4G for free. And that's how we got registered. Our second cohort, we were in Jesse's sitting room. Jesse is one of our panelists. Tenacious Eagles, a cohort of university ladies. Jess put it together, and we did all the 6 sessions at her house for those 6 Saturdays. Jess, thank you for that. And then more and more mentors, because the way G4G works, it's about each and everyone reaching out to your sphere of influence. So every one of you here can start a cohort in your house, in your community. So that's how we expanded, because all these mentors went on to start cohorts in their spheres of influence. So in G4G, it's not only mentorship that happens. We have a lot that happens in the background, the administration work. We run it via committees. We have a number of committee leads who have done quite a lot. So as I come to the close, I actually wanted to invite all the ladies who are at Salama Gashie.
It's the kids, baby. Acha tu niwaweke wazi, mubaki na mishangao kuswaya mapenzi, nataka kuyaeleza. Dance for us, dance for us. Na leo tena waiteni paparazi, warushe kwa mitandao, siataki mapenzi, nataka jipongeza. Nemwita yo baby, umenayo na baby, ulimuna kipenzi, ni mshenza kupendi, ama kwa mtihani, mambo mengi dunia, na mistresi siwezi, siwezi. Bora nichote, maisha mafupi ni simple. kama kupenda bora nimpende mama.
So yeah, there are many other mentors who came to Salama Gashie, but they've not been able to join us. It was a whole big group there. Betty Kironde, she's busy working. Yeah. So yeah, this is the group, and I'm really grateful. This is how we started. I didn't start it alone. I just happened to be the country lead, but we were together. Okay, Catherine from Salama Gashie, who were with her, by the way, through all those cohorts, she will say something small.
So, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I think before I say anything, I want to appreciate the G4G group because they not only mentored the girls, but they mentored me. Before they came there, I could not stand and say anything in front of people, but for now I can. So let me assure you that the girls you left me with, we are still working together. There were so many and we are still working together. Thank you so much. Yeah. So Salama Gashie Community School is a school that deals with the needy students, and we work from grade 1 to junior secondary school, and everything in the school is run under sponsorship. So we have friends who are supporting the school. We have friends who are doing activities in the school. So anybody who wants to support the school, feel free and join us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, ladies. Before I conclude, I also wanted to invite, to introduce the directors for Girls. We have Angela here. She's our director, programs and cohorts. We have Betty Omoro here, our director, training and events, formerly for the last 5 years. Betty Kironde is our director. Betty, come over. So I wanted to just conclude by talking about the future of G4G. In the next 5 to 10 years, we want to scale our reach. We aim to establish G4G chapters in every county in Kenya, and we are relying on everybody here in this room. We want to expand the program. We are focused on leadership development, sustainability, and collaborations, and would like to have partnerships with all of you. So tonight, I invite all of you to join us in this exciting journey. As mentors, you share your knowledge and experiences to shape the next generation. You don't need any experience. I'm about to finish, ladies. I can hear so much noise coming from this side. We invite you to join as mentees and also as partners to support us financially and in any kind. The future of G4G is bright, and together we can ignite change. So once again, thank you so much for being part of this story. You're the reason we are sparkling tonight. Let's continue to empower each other and remind every girl and woman that she is a force of change. I would like to thank our Gala Planning Committee. You've seen them here, led by Rebecca, and our social media and comms team, led by Lucy Muthai, for making this evening happen. There is so much in stock for you that this is the longest speech you're going to have, so just calm down and relax. The rest of the evening is just fun. Thank you so much.